Hello, this is Street Fighter 2 Collection. No, I got that wrong. Wait, is it? Or is it Street Fighter Collection 2? Now I'm really confused. I think it's Street Fighter Collection 2. Yeah. It's a compilation of the first 3 Street Fighter 2 games. So it's kind of confusing because the first Street Fighter Collection, this is on PS1 incidentally, and I'm playing it on a PS2. The first Street Fighter Collection on PS1, and these also came out on Saturn. Although for Saturn, the Street Fighter Collection 2 was actually Capcom. It was part of a Capcom Collection series. So it was like Capcom Collection 5. I don't know. Anyway. Here it is on PS1, Street Fighter Collection 2. It's the first 3 the first 3 Street Fighter 2 games, as you'll see. Now, Collection has art gallery, gameplay tips, secrets that you can unlock, and stuff. But I'm not going to go in there because it changes to a different resolution. It changes to 480i instead of 240p, and that can potentially screw up my capture devices, so I'm not going to bother with that. And then you can change the stereo and the screen. So anyway, we're just going to go to title select. So here they are, the first 3 Street Fighter 2 games. Now, the only one I care about is Champion Edition, so that's all I'm going to play. But if you wanted to, you could play the first one, World Warrior, or the third one, Turbo Hyper Fighting. And then, the first Street Fighter 2 Champion, the first Street Fighter Collection compilation on PS1 actually had the 4th and 5th Street Fighter 2 games. That is Super Street Fighter 2 and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And then it also included, I think it was Street Fighter Alpha 2 Gold, was an interesting addition, and that was the first collection. So then they came back and said, "Oh, let's put get the first 3 Street Fighter 2 games and put them on a disc." And they're okay. So that's what I've got here, and I'm just gonna play Champion Edition because that's my favorite currently. Now I also have Champion Edition in the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary collection on PS4, but I play this version because it has actually, I think about a couple frames less input delay than the PS4 version does. So go figure. Now there you see the logo. In Japan, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition was actually, it didn't have the Champion Edition subtitle. It just had that Street Fighter 2 and that weird apostrophe. And it was called Street Fighter 2. It was read as Street Fighter 2 Dash. So the name of the game in Japan was Street Fighter 2 Dash. But I think they figured that was a little too esoteric for Americans to get, so they slapped the Champion Edition subtitle on it when it came to the States. Now, one thing I would like to unlock in this game, you cannot. There's a couple things I have unlocked in the past. Actually, I had videos of this game, but when my eyes were feeling super sensitive, some things in the game were annoying them, like the fireballs, the way they kind of pulse as they fly. When Ryu sets people on fire and they're flaming. Does that happen in Champion Edition? I don't remember. But also, and the way the clock flashes when time is running down. So I figured I was upset. I was upset that I couldn't play Street Fighter 2 anymore, or I couldn't even watch YouTube videos, so I just deleted all my Street Fighter 2 videos off of my channel, which, oh well. So now I have to make some new ones because my eyes are feeling better, and I've calmed down a little. There are things you can unlock. So in the past, in those videos, I did unlock, I think just by beating the game. It took continues. I had to use continues to beat the game, but I did unlock a well, I think what it basically was an arranged soundtrack, like a orchestrated soundtrack instead of the default chiptunes, or was it? It was some kind of alternate sounds, and like Fireball's got big whooshing sounds, but I think the soundtrack was different too. So anyway, I could get out my. See, I'd have to get out my PS1 memory card and swap out my PS2 memory card, because I think it probably only uses the first port. Most PS1 games seem to do that. I don't want to do that. So we're just gonna go with the basic setup. Make sure I got my keys set. I think that's right. Yes. Don't look at my setup; it's weird. I've manually rewired the buttons on my Hori Ryu Arcade Pro 5 stick to work with the way I wanted with the Neo Geo and the Brook adapter for Neo Geo. So anyway, so I'll just go with this. Basically, we're on defaults other than the key config. And I wanted to go to training because in those previous videos I taught myself a couple Ryu combos, which I need to look up again. Now, one of the most noticeable way Champion Edition was different than the first Street Fighter II game is that it added the 4 sort of bosses that you run into at the end of the first game's arcade mode. These 4 guys here, it put them in as playable characters, so now you can actually, pick them and play them. Man, look at some of the character portraits in this game are so a little wacky. Look at Zangief's eyes. You don't want to mess with that dude, man. Kyle. Just this slab of a face. Now they were obviously photo-referencing some Mike Tyson. Sagatsu's kind of creepy. Anyway, I basically just play Ryu because the other thing I was going to say is that you can get 2 colors for these characters. You can hit maybe more for, like, I don't know. Anyway, you can hit just like the punch button, or you can hit the start button is how I think it goes. So if I hit punch, he'll stay the same color as he is now. If I hit start, he changes to the player 2 colors. Now, of course, we want Ken as our punching bag. Another advantage this version has over the PS4 version is that it includes updates that the game received in Japan, in an updated ROM in Japan that might not have come out in the States, or if they did, they came out later than the version that's in 30th Anniversary Collection for some silly reason. So you can get, if you want the very last and greatest version of Champion Edition's ROM, you would have to make a PlayStation Japan account and buy the 30th Anniversary Collection from the Japanese store. And I was tempted to do that for a while, but then I realized that this version has those changes to the ROM, and it has less input delay. So this is the best version as far as I know, at least on a PlayStation platform. This version was also collected on a PS2 compilation. Was that Capcom Classics Remixed or some kooky name? But they blurred the graphics when they converted it. So this is the sharp version. We got our 240p graphics. It's all crisp and nice. It's even in a way probably sharper than the PS4 version, because they actually manually converted, pre-converted all the pixels to a 240p resolution, whereas the the games that are emulated, that are running in an emulator in the 30th anniversary collection are basically being filtered through graphic filter from their CPS 1 weird, like rectangular pixel resolution to the 1080p PS4 resolution. Anyhow, okay, so some of the differences between the American not latest ROM and the Japanese latest ROM and this version are that something like there were a number of them with Balrog, and I was playing Balrog at the time. That's why it concerned me. In the American edition, Balrog only has one strength of his turnaround punch. That's where he holds. He holds 2 punch buttons or all 3 punch buttons or something for a while. In the US version, you can hold those until Doomsday, but when you release them, it'll still just do the same strength punch. In the Japanese version, I think it's 3 strength of the turnaround punch that he'll do the longer you hold it down. It'll tell you, I think, when you release, it says something audibly like, I forget if it says a number or something, but anyway, there's another difference with Balrog. There was one of his, I think it was his crouching punches didn't always knock people down or something. There was another character, maybe it was Zangief or Dalsim, who could get turned around in the corner somehow weird. Anyway, there was, you can find a list of differences on a wiki or something online. For Ryu, I don't think it was a big deal, but anyway. So okay, my combo was something like, what was it? Let's see, that's not, I don't think that's a true combo. So I think it was like punch, and then these are heavy punches, but that's not comboing. Also, I did learn, I remember this part, you don't necessarily want to do the heavy uppercut because that doesn't always knock him down. See, that's not even a combo because he's able to block. Maybe it is, I just not doing it fast enough. Actually, this was specifically a combo that I meant to use when he was stunned, so... because my default had been just to walk up and throw him. So I don't know why I'm chipping him out of his stun state. So, right now I'm just doing heavy punch in the air and then a medium uppercut, but I think there was... no, maybe there wasn't a... yeah, you can't do... there was a third punch, though. Maybe it's like forward? Yeah. No. No. No, that pushes him too far back. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, I can just settle for that, I guess. It's easier to remember anyway. Oh, let's see. I really think there is some three-punch combo. I should probably look up Alright, I gotta look this up. Well, ooh, why is my microphone down here now? What this actually said, first of all, it seemed pretty hard to find just a combo list, and I didn't really find a straight up list. I just found a description on a wiki of some of his combos. So it said the best one is actually jump and then. So it's that. Actually seems kind of hard to do. Kind of hard to land the standing heavy. But it said this standing heavy punch and then a fireball. Standing heavy. Yeah, it must have been. Jumping heavy, standing heavy, and then a Hadouken, which is a fireball. Oh, I see. So that would be as you're getting pushed back. Yeah, there it is. I wonder if oh no, you can't show damage.
Round one, fight!
See, I actually had more trouble doing the standing. I have a lot more trouble getting the timing of the standing heavy punch than a medium uppercut, it seems like. Yeah, so I'm just going to stick with that. What the heck? And I forget what my other combo was. It might have just been, you can't do it with heavy kick, can you? Crouching heavy kick? No. Crouching medium kick. Or is it? No, it's supposed to be a crouching medium kick and then a... I stink at doing Ryu combos. This is why I don't usually bother with combos, because... but I thought you could do a crouching... That was part of the whole basic strategy. There we go. So that was it. Crouching medium kick and a fireball. That's the other... Right now I'm doing light fireballs. It's a heavy fireball. It doesn't seem to make a big difference in terms of damage, though. One thing about Champion Edition, I think most of the... Actually, maybe I've heard it about Super Turbo specifically, is that the damage is kind of random. So sometimes stuff does way more damage than other times. It's just random. Oh, there's the music looped. So yeah, the fireball strength I used for this doesn't seem to make a... This is tricky timing. I'm so bad at combos. I think in... Were combos still an accident in 2, or was that in 1? Well, so I'm going to say it's probably just medium kick and then any strength fireball, more or less. But I suppose you probably get slightly more damage if you do a... heavy fireball. Why am I so bad at this though? Oh, he blocked it. There's a heavy. Yay, I did it. Oh, not even close. Not even close. close. Jeez. There we go. That does a ton of damage and stun there. Oh, I can't even do my simple suboptimal 2-hit combo. Come on. Oh. God. Uppercut. Nope. Gotta get a version that just has voice control, so I just say uppercut and then it does it, and it's terrible. Wow. There we go. I was trying to rush it too bad. Oh, by the way, there's what's his face? The guy from Street Fighter 3 and on the boat there. Q. Good old Q. Like, they just drew this weird guy. They just drew this guy on a boat with some weird mask and a robot hand or something for some reason, and then later they were looking at that and they were just like, we got a bunch of weird people in Street Fighter 3, let's make this guy a character. And they did. I don't know, maybe that's how it went. So, yeah, I think those were the two masterful combos that I had taught myself. Okay, so now I have my combos. I'm a champ. I'm gonna go Rock Champion Edition. There's probably other stuff I'm forgetting that I meant to mention. Well, I should mention that I'm bad at Champion. I'm bad at Street Fighter 2. And probably part of the reason I play Champion Edition is because it's slower paced, obviously. So the next game is Hyper Street Fighter, and that sped the game up. Much against the original designer's protestations, because he had timed everything down to like the frame for all these moves. He had it everything was just perfect as far as he was concerned. And then the American team at Capcom USA, I think it was marketing guys. I think isn't it that people were bootlegging the game and making turbo speed bootlegs, and they're like, guys, you gotta make us an official turbo. Oh, he's backed up into the fireball. You gotta make an official turbo version because these bootleg versions are eating our lunch. And that's the thing, though, with Champion Edition was as far as I can tell, you can't find sales figures or how many arcade machines there were, numbers for all of the versions of Street Fighter 2. But what you do find is that Champion Edition had a huge number of arcade machines, and it seems to be... Oh, there was a little inadvertent combo. I think that was like a medium punch, though. It seems to have likely to have been just way more machines for the first game, but then I think Champion Edition was where the craze really hit its sweet spot. And I think part of the reason for that is I think another change in Champion Edition is that you'd have mirror matches. You couldn't do those in the original Street Fighter 2, maybe. I'm thinking of something with Street Fighter 1. Oh no, I screwed up. I hate fighting Ryu. Even though I have fireballs, I still hate fighting Ryu. Oh, I screwed up. I should have done my combo. See? I should have done my combo there. He might have been dead. Instead, I'm dead. I just hate fighting fireballers.
Round 2, fight!
So this is going to do that kick. I'm not even sure what kick that is. Wow, whatever I did, something in there crushed him. Was it the kick? The standing kick? These little bats in the background.
Round 3, fight!
I'll trade a punch with you. Oh. Oh no. Now he's getting serious. Oh, what? Shoot. No. I'm dead. Not dead yet. Ugh. Yeah, that's why I hate fighting Ryu. Stupid Ryu. I mean, he's the only character I can bear to play, and I can barely even bear to fight him. Oh, my face is all swollen. I should probably just continue till I beat him, but man, I don't know why it starts echoing like that. That freaks me out every time, because I'm listening to this on headphones, and I'm thinking, wait, is that sound coming out through my capture machine speaker somehow? So, lots of opportunities there to do one of those, well, the punch combo, punch uppercut combo, but when it actually comes down to it, I just do whatever. I'm not disciplined enough to do combos. I did get a couple just kind of scrappy combos that came out anyway, so maybe I should just do that. I love the tinted purple cockpit on that fighter plane, F-16 or something, with a tinted purple cockpit. Uh-oh. Oh, so much slowdown. And I think this is arcade, it's arcade slowdown. It's not the PS1 version having to slow down. It's trying to emulate what the arcade version did. What else was I going to say about Champion Edition? I know I keep starting to say things and then something else distracts me and then I forget because I'm senile. Some weird Dopplering that goes on there. I hate fighting Guile, but at least on the first stage I should be able to beat him, right? Oh no! That was kind of dumb. I mean, I never played this game really in the day in the arcade because I didn't have money back then and I was super intimidated by it anyway. But now I have it on home machine with a decent joystick and nobody around to bother me, so I can indulge myself. But it still beats me up. I mean, this is on the default difficulty.
Round 1, fight!
4. And that's another. Wait, no, Champion Edition didn't have the difficulty bug. That's Super Turbo. The US version of Super Turbo, at least the one that was widespread. I think there was a later one that fixed it, but Super Turbo, the main version that came out in the States, had a bug that made it so that every difficulty level the arcade operator set it on it didn't matter what the arcade operator set it on, it was the most, it played at the most difficult level, no matter what. So that's why Super Turbo is just brutal in the most US versions. Yeah, well, I fluffed my uppercut, but it still did a heavy punch, so that was still good damage. See, I should have done a medium uppercut because medium uppercut always knocks the opponent down, whereas heavy uppercut might leave them standing. It's weird. It's just one of those weird Street Fighter things, arbitrary design decisions they made. But I guess the idea was that, well, why, if heavy uppercut is just medium uppercut with more damage, why even have a medium uppercut? And they decided, well, we should give medium uppercut some special property, and that property is that it knocks the opponent down, whereas heavy uppercut, I thought she was stunned with that way it slowed down there, whereas heavy uppercut unintuitively might might not knock them down. Oh no, she's jumping so much I just thought she was going to jump again. Oh. Yeah, that was late, but it got there. Oh, just on the ground, but I still uppercut her anyway. I love how nutty this stage is. Just all this stuff going on in the background. How wonky the perspective is. This guy choking out the chicken or whatever the heck he's doing. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely this weird Dopplering thing. Is that special to this version, or was that in the arcade version? But I do think this game is just a really fun design, just an amazing design, really. There's so many things in this game are really... Oh no! Are really well thought out. I don't know why I thought I could recover mid-spinning bird kick and punch my way out of it. I guess because I haven't played Chun-Li enough in a long time. Ow. Dang it. Cruising for a bruising. Jeez. Oh man. I should have won that second round. So embarrassing. Oh, this game is so brutal. And this is only on medium difficulty. Now, of course, when I was just setting up there and getting the sound levels set, I won like, I think maybe 3 or 4 matches in a row. And I can't even do that now because I'm trying too hard. Well, that's the thing too. Like this, I mean, I'm biased because I've decided Champion Edition is the best version, and but it actually might be the last one that the original designer, and was it Nishitani, or is that anyway? Where he was in charge of everything and got to do everything he wanted, because the next version was Hyper Fighting, where basically the US marketing team made him speed the game up, which he didn't want to do. And I think he might have quit soon after that. Although then, maybe he was still around, because then, of course, the next game is Super Street Fighter 2, where the Japanese game, or the Japanese team, they put it on new hardware. It's more colorful. There's more characters. But they snuck in, kind of slowing the game back down. They thought that was still the way to go. And then, of course, the U.S. team objected, and so then they had to make a sped back up version, which was Super Turbo, the last version that came out back in the day. But so basically, after Champion Edition, marketing started making some design decisions. And, you know, people love Super Turbo, and, you know, I wouldn't argue that it isn't technically a better game, but I wouldn't say that it is either. I just wouldn't argue about it. But I just like the feel of Champion Edition. I also like the fact that, and this is part of the feel, I suppose, that the characters don't have that many special moves. Each character has 2 or 3 special moves, generally speaking. And then in Super Street Fighter 2, the characters all got another move or 2, and then in Super Turbo, a lot of them got another move. So by the time you get to Super Turbo, there's tons of, the characters have all these special moves, and there's a lot to remember. And to me, it just kind of, it gets away from the, oh, I thought he was stunned. I hosed myself. It gets away from just the nice simplicity of the original design. Now you could say, there's my little combo. You could say that, well, then, you know, you're a hypocrite. You should be playing the first Street Fighter II World Warrior, where there's even less special moves per character. In most cases, I think Ryu still has the same number of moves. But a lot of the other, like Balrog, who I was kind of thinking I was going to play mostly for a while, Balrog has, and he gains a move, and I'm talking about Boxer specifically. He gains a move in Champion Edition that he didn't have in World Warrior. Oh no! Throws in particular will do random damage, and sometimes can just do a ton of damage. But to me, Champion Edition is kind of the right balance point in terms of adding moves. Champion Edition is about where the move sets they have are good, and not that they're bad later, but did they really need additional moves? And now Chun-Li in particular, they gave a fireball to, I guess, in the later games. I don't think she has a fireball here. And probably for balance she might need a fireball. I don't know, but you know, it really changes her whole setup and concept and probably strategy, and changes her from being this more unique character to just, well, she's another character with a fireball. Well, she's still, of course, very different than Ryu or Ken, but that was kind of... I'm still, I can't really maintain a smart strategy against Chun-Li. I just don't have enough discipline. What am I doing? Oh, see, there's my random flamey fireball. Oh. See, now that was kind of dumb, but I got lucky. I think I already... Whoa. Got lucky there, too. Oh, no. I don't know how to deal with... Oh, my gosh. She's just playing me. The second rounds have just been these disasters where she just... I have this big health lead, and then she just does stuff, and I just disintegrate. See, like, that was a heavy uppercut. She didn't do that much damage to her. And there was a heavy uppercut that didn't knock her down, so she got a counterattack. But if you can hit her in air, it will knock her down. And those... Oh, see, that one did almost no damage. The one before it had done a bunch of damage, but there's that... But see, that's the kind of thing that, to me, makes Street Fighter 2 interesting. Like, it's Street Fighter 2 tournaments. Oh, no. It can be really crazy to watch. Just weird stuff will happen. Oh, see, I don't know how to deal... Oh, she didn't die. I didn't chip her out. No! Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, Chun-Li. Yeah. Yeah, I choked again. Alright, come on. Still not going to continue. I need a little break. I gotta beat Chun-Li at some point, though. Come on. She keeps just embarrassing me. She disintegrates me with some huge comeback in the second round, and then just gets me on the last hit in the third round. Oh. I'm so bad at this game. See, but I was going to make excuses. I mean, I never really played it back in the day in the arcade, And then when I did get into fighting games that I could play at home via emulators, those were King of Fighters games. Now we get the Blanca. I love the snake twined around the big viney tree trunk.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
There's, again, so many cool design things in this game, like the is it parallax effect, whatever the perspective effect is on the ground. That always impressed me when I would watch this game back in the arcade. I didn't have the money to play it, but I watched the rich kids play the game, and just the perspective effect on the ground plane was just so smooth, so cool. I don't know why he's not blocking, but I'll take it.
You win.
And you know, when I did start playing King of Fighters games at home, I did realize that, well, they're sort of graphically inferior even still to Street Fighter 2, because Street Fighter 2 has this really slick perspective effect on the ground, and King of Fighters didn't have it.
Round 1. Fight.
King of Fighters' ground was just static. Oh no, he stunned me already. That's another thing. I mean, stuns are highly random. Even the duration for which you're stunned is random. That's why it can be really dangerous to go in on somebody who's stunned, because they might randomly get a short stun period and just pop out of it way before you thought they would and punch you or do something horrible.
You win.
All the stages in this game are just so
Round 2. Fight.
different and interesting. Are they all interesting? I don't have to think about that. There's got to be a stage or two in here that I don't like. But this stage is cool. Zangief's stage is weird, but it's interesting, if only for that fact. And it's different. It's very different than the other stages. Oh, that goes over his sonic booms? Did I even know that? Why don't I just do Tatsu's all day then? I'm sure that wouldn't work against a later stage. Guile. Look at that tiny, tiny Jeep way back there. The perspective is so wonky. Jeez, the beat up Guile face. I mean, certainly the character portrait art in Super Turbo, or Super, I suppose, is much nicer.
Round 1. Fight.
And the backgrounds are more colorful. I think sound effects also changed after... Oh wait, let's see. Hyper Fighting was the first one on CPS2 hardware, I think. You needed that heavier hardware to do it. Yeah, it wasn't an uppercut, but whatever. And they also updated the sound effects when they moved to CPS2, I believe. So the sound effects in Champion Edition, for instance... That was cheap, you jerk. Nice try, I guess. Are different than the sound effects in, say, Super Turbo. Oh, shoot. Well, maybe that's what it is. One thing you can unlock, basically, is getting the updated sound effects. Did I mention that you can unlock a... I don't think I did mention maybe I did. I'll just repeat myself. You can unlock a versus battle mode, or I forget what it's called. Oh my gosh, the last hit again. Of course I was flailing. You can unlock a CPU battle mode or something, which from the description on Wikipedia for the Saturn version, Wikipedia doesn't have an entry for the PS1 version. Sounds like basically a versus CPU mode. Oh no! Well, that didn't work out. So you have to beat the game without continuing. And I have not been able to do that yet, needless to say. I came sort of close-ish once, but I didn't do it. Probably not going to do it for a while. And then I would have to have my memory card in to save that and load it every time I played the game, so I'm not even sure I want to do that. But I kind of want to do it because then I could play, for instance, Balrog or Zangief, and I could pick my opponent instead of having to probably come up against a Ryu or Ken and have to just live my life dodging fireballs, which is just not something I enjoy. It's just a ridiculous way the fireballs being so strong in this game just forces you to change your entire fighting. You just can't. I don't know, it just frustrates me. I hate fighting the fireballs. Oh my gosh, what was that? She just broke this sound barrier. What the heck was that? This game is so nuts. Oh no, I got baited. And somehow she always manages to do the quick kicks when I cannot get a fireball off in time. The CPU just knows. God, I still don't know how to counter. Oh, she almost got me. But that was just the first round. See, she lets me get the first round. She was just goofing off there. She was basically waiting for me to hit her. Just, come on, chump. You're supposed to hit me. Aw, stupid. Another cool thing is the shadows, which aren't transparent. They don't have a flicker effect like the King of Fighters shadows did to fake transparency, but they're just solid, weird shaped things that take on a specific. She did it again. A specific color to match the primary ground color, so they kind of look transparent. It's just a well-designed concept. It just works super well. It doesn't have the annoying flickering effect that KOF shadows have. Oh no. Yeah, God, I just can't do it. Like, why didn't that last hit just kill her? Why couldn't it have just killed her? Oh man. I didn't realize it was that close. I just have to get more, just one more of these. Oh no, that's gonna do so much damage. Oh no. Oh jeez. Yeah, in this game, if the AI gets 2 throws in on you, see again, she's able to get out of the kicks before. I'm never gonna beat Chun-Li. Now I totally forget what I was saying. Shadows are cool. I think there's something about the rocks. Is it in that stage? Something about the rocks in one of the stages. The designers found out. Maybe it was in the first version of Street Fighter 2 or somewhere, where in one of the stages there's a rock on the ground, and players found that they could use it as a reference point and just stand there. Maybe it was Sagat's stage or something, Anyway, they could do something if they stood at that exact point where the rock was and throw fireballs or whatever it was and beat the... I guess it was beating the AI easily or something. And so what the designers did in the next version of the game was they made the rock move to a slightly different position randomly. Just to mess with players. Yeah. Oh boy.
Round one. Fight.
I think I've close to shared just about all of this Street Fighter 2 lore that I have read about, which may be totally fake. Yeah! Sucker!
You win.
Of course, it's just the first match. It's supposed to have an easy time. I'll watch him do something horrible to me. Whoop. I'm not even sure. Is that just standing? I guess it's just standing heavy kick. Oh, jeez. Should have thrown a fireball as he was getting up.
You win.
I like the, also this was, the early versions of the game just have these sort of charmingly rough, kind of goofy things, like character portraits are kind of goofy. The round wind indicator is, a peace sign hand
Round one.
for some reason. Oh, this stage is so cool. It's got the perspective thing on the tub, too. Got the big sumo ring on the floor of this bathhouse for some reason. They just turned the bathhouse into a sumo wrestling ring. Massive lamps. I wish you could break that lamp. It's actually interesting you can't. I'm always sort of fascinated by this stage. There's so many things to notice in this stage, partly because the perspective is so wonky. Like, you've got this weird... Oh, man. I thought I was far enough away to throw that fireball. And, of course, I wasn't. I love how the mural animates when somebody wins. You don't expect that the first time you play it. Because it doesn't make any sense. They just did it. It's great. Now, Honda versus Ryu is supposed to be an easy win for Ryu. I made the mistake there of going in and trying to beard the sumo wrestler in his own den, I guess. What you're supposed to be able to do is just fireball all day, and he's supposed to have a really hard time getting in on you. Or he'll just stand there and take a fireball to the face. Just all the little details in the background. Again, the bizarre, broken perspective. The plane is going down instead of up in the distant background. Unless Japanese houses are just constructed on some kind of eye-fooling perspective thing just to mess with people. Which you could do. That would be strange. Whoa. Oh. Get all flashy, he's trying to take my eyeballs out. Oh no! That big fish. Oh shoot. Why? Why didn't he do that the first time we fought? Probably because it was an earlier stage. No. Suckered me.
You lose.
in this game is pretty interesting too. Like, it's hard to... It's kind of hard to predict. It's sort of brutally difficult. But it does kind of... It does stuff that feels like a smart AI. But it's, of course, it's obviously smart programmed routines, but yeah, I have a really tough time predicting the AI. Now, I'm sure if I play the game more, I'll start to see its patterns, but just on the surface, it's pretty good at mixing things up in ways that are at least initially hard to predict. Okay, maybe I'll do one or two more with Ryu and then just try some other characters just for the hell of it, even though, heck of it, even though I'll probably run into some fireballs and get mad. I suppose if I really wanted not to have to worry about the fireball thing, I could just play with Ken, but and still have a different character than Ryu. I could play Ken, but I think it's from playing Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, where I just have this idea, this bias against Ken as being like the overpowered Ryu. Like, he's the guy you want to play in that game if you want to play Ryu, but you want the guy who's got the much more easily converted to huge damage super move. Oh shoot! Thought he was dead.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Of course, people make hay out of what these two people here in the background, this woman and this guy, are doing, where her hands are sometimes. You know, it's just good fun. Oh yeah. That's what I figured out a while back, isn't it? That, at least on the easy stages, just do Tatsu's a guile, go right over his sonic boom, and he doesn't even bother to block.
You win.
Dang it, microphone. Why do I keep getting you at the wrong height? Ah, jeez, here come the fireballs.
Round 1. Fight.
Although at this point, I'm much more confident fighting Ken than I am fighting Chun. Oh, see, I used the heavy uppercut and I got countered because, oh no, this is all going downhill, all because I used the heavy uppercut instead of me like a bonehead. Oh, God. He had no health left.
You lose.
I sure do. I lost it all. See,
Round 2. Fight.
it's like Chun-Li doing her spinning bird kick. I don't know what to do in that situation. I just don't know. There's got to be a way you can get out of it with probably a counterattack too, but oh, I thought he was stunned. I'm so done. But I don't know what to do. Ah. No. I'm blowing it. Ooh, that did a lot of damage.
You win. Round 3. Fight.
Double silly. Man, to make this easy, Ken, just sit on a fireball. Oh no, I wasted it. Oh shoot. Well, Ken, see, that's why I'm not so scared of Ken now, because Ken tends to play like a goofball half the time. Man, Ken's defeat. It looks like somebody just broke half of his face off, and it's all at a weird angle now. Well, here we go. Here we go. This is the big showdown. This is it.
Round one.
I'm gonna get crushed.
Fight.
Oh, that was weird. Just waiting for her to jump. Oh, I didn't anticipate the side switch. Oh, she's just automatic when it comes to jumping over fireballs. Oh, I caught her.
You win.
Little girl in the purple dress pumping her
Round
arms.
two. Fight.
She digs me. Ooh. Stuff's getting weird. Oh, I don't know why I thought that would work. See, there I'm doing what the Ryu AI does, which is I wasn't doing it thoughtfully, although there I did.
You win.
And I won. Just do a standing heavy kick as an anti-air instead of trying something like an uppercut, which is much easier to screw up. And you know, uppercuts, a lot of the times they don't actually do that much damage in this game. So, yeah, standing heavy kick, I should probably do that more. Like I'll do it here. But I don't know. Well, I guess it's proximity normals, isn't it? Or is it? Is that what it is? Is it proximity normals? Because it's not doing the same kick. I'm just hitting standing heavy kick again, but it does this two-hit thing, you know? And I was kind of trying to see that earlier, because I thought I didn't know how to do the standing heavy kick that the CPU Ryu was doing, but it turned out I did. It just did it differently and when I tried it again. I love the panda on the map in China. So here's the weird Zangief stage. You know, I read a review. I was trying to look up some kind of information on the game today before booting it up, and there was some review somebody wrote somewhere on the internet. They were saying of this version, the PS1 version specifically, and they were saying that the load times were unacceptable for the PlayStation. I was thinking, what? I'm not sure what other fighting games this guy was thinking of that had significantly better load times than this collection does. I mean, it's like a few seconds load times, and I can't think of any other PS1 fighting games that have significantly faster load times than that. So, I mean, maybe I'm completely blanking on stuff, but I think I am. I think that guy just was not that familiar with PS1 fighting games. So I can't think of what... Oh wow, caught him. What fighting games he would have been thinking of. I mean, maybe the PS1 version of Street Fighter Alpha 3? I'm not very familiar with that one. I have it, but I haven't played it much. But I think, well, part of what he was trying to say, that was unfortunate, was that for the... Oh, see, he does that sometimes. He looks like he's stunned because of the slowdown amount you get when he's going down, but he's not stunned, and I still don't know how to read that quite. That's a weird, like, are those scars on Zangief's body? Oh, what was I saying? I was just making some other point. Back to loading? No. I moved on. Something related. Ah, shoot. No. Oh, no, I've forgotten. I think I had two other things I was talking about, and I've forgotten both. Oh, no. Oh no, I'm dead. Gosh dang it. Oh man. Again, he has no health. The last fireball I threw at him did like maybe 2 pixels of damage. Oh man. This game is so nutty.
9.
Well, I beat Chun-Li. Standing heavy kick. There you go, I learned something.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I love that graphic for the number. It's so great. A robust graphic. It's classic Capcom. There you go. Now the title screen could probably have used a little polishing up, but you know, they had more important stuff to do. Alright, let's try some Zangief since he just beat me. Let's do 2-player Zangief color. Oh, gray. Oh, okay. Oh, man. I love the brush head mohawk.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. Oh man. See, I basically only know like 2 moves with Zangief, and one of them I can't really do. One of them is this: you hit all 3 punch buttons, and he spins around. And he can go through fireballs. Oh man, he's just gonna. The other one is his spinning pile driver or whatever, like that. But he did it to me, and I'm terrible at doing it. So when I go for it on him, he's just gonna do it to me. Well, that was interesting. So, you know, why didn't he just die? Oh, there we go. It's just die.
You win.
I'm such an awkward man. Like this stage, like what is this crowd even standing on? It's so difficult to tell what's going on spatially in this stage. Like there's this sort of medium far background on the right. Just these guys up on a huge ledge. There's some kind of pit in between. Like it's a industrial zone of some kind. It's like chemical storage tanks. I mean, what is going on? What kind of space is this? What is this these people are in? Is it just girders? I mean, what is that? It's some kind of freight elevator? But there are multiple levels, so it's not. There's just a guy boozing away from the bottle. Oh, yeah. Yeah. My big punch, comrade. Of course, Ryu's win quote about Shenlong was famously a mistranslation of something or other. I'm embarrassing myself because I forget what it was meant to say. But the mistranslation is basically what invented the name Shenlong. That is, and had American players wondering, like, who is this Shenlong? When are we going to meet Shenlong? Is it Mortal Kombat, like, made a character named Shenlong or something just to mess with that? Since Street Fighter never actually made one. Oh no, you jerk. Now this stage does annoy me. Oh wow, that throw is so weird. Just because the elephants are so darn loud. They're deafening. And I mean, I suppose that's accurate. If you had elephants just trumpeting, it would be pretty darn loud. Ow! would spin through his foot, but no, he did it again. Like, he just knows I'm going to be stunned. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm in now, buddy. Whoa. See, now there, in theory, I should have gone for a spinning pile driver, but I haven't even come close to doing one yet, so I didn't even think of it, but I probably would have fluffed it up anyway. Much greater, comrade. I can't even do a Russian. I can't even think of this. Up the panda. My eye is just going, wait, what is that in the middle of the Canadian wilderness, though? It looked like a big naked man. I'm gonna have to look at the map a little more closely next time. Aw, dang it. Oh, see, this is where I get frustrated and mad and don't want to play Zangief anymore. This is what happens pretty much every time. Because now you can't play. Wow, I got really lucky. Man, I'm getting tired of getting clipped out with my spinning punches with a little kick to the ankle. Well, hey, now Ryu just kind of went brain dead there and kept throwing a fireball.
Round 2, fight!
See, that's frustrating. But I shouldn't complain because I'm just spamming this like a moron. But that's because I hate fireballs. And he just keeps throwing them, mommy. Make the bad man stop throwing fire. Oh, no. So you just have to spend all your time doing this stupid dance just because he has fireballs and you don't. Ow. It's not fair, I tell you. Oh, what? I don't know what I was doing.
You lose.
I sure do.
Round 3, fight!
And it doesn't even do that much damage. It's part of the problem, of course. Oh, no. Oh, good. That does damage. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I did it. Look at me, Ma. Bad fireball man. No hurt me anymore. But now I'll probably have to fight Ken. Or Akuma? Oh, what do I do? Oh, it's too slow. Uh-oh. Come on, Zangief. Oh, no, I didn't do it. Whoa, what's with his mouth? Been chewing some cheap bubblegum. What is that in the middle of USA? I like how USA includes all of North America.
Round 1,
That's not great.
fight!
That's probably pretty lucky. Oh, shoot. Oh no. Jeez. Oh, jeez. He just flexed. Just flexed me off to the other side of the screen. I wonder what that sign the mural guy is pumping says. Jeez, nothing. So his spinning thing, not effective against E Honda. Oh gosh. So whereas this is a pretty easy matchup if you're a Ryu. Oh, Zangief. Much different. Oh, come on. Should be able to do something there. Oh, that's totally safe, isn't it? Oh no. That is not safe. I thought I could. Well, at least I didn't get killed by fireballs. See, that's a fun match, and like if I had CPU, maybe I would do that match a lot just for fun.
Eight,
But
7, 1.
and I suppose if I really wanted to, I should have just continued, kept playing. But I don't know. It's late, and I don't want to keep continuing. Continuing is where I get frustrated. I'm such a wimp. Also, I wanted to play a little Balrog anyway. That's my excuse. That's it. There he is. What is two-player Balrog color? Yellow. So is that just a big, hairy... It almost looks like Zangief is standing, raising his arms in the middle of North America, but he shouldn't be over there. So is it like just a Sasquatch? I mean, what's going on? Actually, I kind of like this yellow color. Oh, shoot. Oh, he vomited. Sometimes the characters in this game vomit when they get hit. It's so weird. It's just another of those rough things that you wouldn't find in later games where, you know, I don't know, people think about things a little harder. I don't know. People care about PC a little more. Yeah. Actually, I should check that turnaround punch thing. Oh man, his face looks so weird from the front. Like that's the view they had the least time or the least concern about. Oh shoot, he's not gonna let me do it. Barfed again. Oh, I was trying to charge up a turnaround punch, but I'm so bad. I don't even know. Wow. I'm never sure when turnaround punch is actually charging. Like, there are all these situations that somehow come up where I'm not sure, and I guess that's because I'm a dope. Jeez. I don't know how it works, but it's a little nebulous to me.
USA.
I did not expect to win that round.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, I love it. And I really like Balrog. The problem is, like with Zangief, I'll run into fireballs and then I'll get mad. Or just Guile doing his, whatever that game is called. Of course, we're two charge characters. Oh. Shoot. I was trying to remember, does Balrog have this down-up charge move? Oh, right. He'll just do that to me if I spam punches at him. Oh, shoot. No. Oh, no! Ouch. Well, that was not great. See, I like Balrog, but I'm really, really bad with him. Like, I see a video of, like, Daigo just going crazy on people with a Balrog. Like, he just seems fast and unstoppable, and I just don't know. It's part of my just not understanding charge characters. Like, you have to know the exact timing of the charging
Sonic boom.
in
Sonic
order to be able to move quickly. And I just don't know the timing.
Sonic boom.
Oh no.
Sonic boom.
It's such a satisfying punch, though.
Sonic boom.
Aw, jeez. I also don't understand pretty fundamental things like what is really the purpose of his kick buttons most of the time.
9, 8,
Aside from his charge moves.
1.
Oh, there is I guess there's a red flash there. Oh well, if it's just one flash, I'm not going to get too worried about that. One flash per game. No, that's not what I wanted.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, so turnaround punch. You hold. It's not just 2 punches, right? Here I'm holding 2 punches. Oh, that didn't do anything. So 3 punches.
3,
Yeah, so here you heard it say 3, whereas if I hold it for not as long,
1,
you get the power 1. So wait, let's see.
1,
Come on.
1,
So 1 does that much damage.
2,
2 does a little more.
3,
3 does a little more. It's not a huge difference, actually. So
1,
really, I mean, 1 does
1,
about, what is that? Maybe at least 60% of what 3 does.
2,
I meant to do 3. Dang it.
3, 1.
Yeah. So it's really, it's interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Whoa. So standing heavy kick goes high. Standing medium kick goes low-ish. Oh man, it's so weird. I don't understand. Well, I guess. See, that's standing medium punch. Standing heavy punch. Oh, it's so strange. I really don't understand his punch selection at all. It just feels all over the place to me. Like you have to know every single one of these. You have to have memorized because they don't make logical sense. The designers were just like, well, so we need this kind of punch, and this kind of punch, and this kind of punch, and this kind of punch. What button should they be on? You know, just whatever. I mean, obviously the jabby ones would be on the lights, but... And that's kind of obvious for a heavy. But this is a heavy kick. Oh, man. Alright, well, let's give Balrog one more try. Oh, I should have checked to see if he has the down-up charge moves. Not even sure he does. The yellow. I'll take my yellow t-shirt color over Ken's stupid yellow hair color.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh. So that's anti-air, basically, is medium punch. Come on, Ken. I want to medium punch you out of the air. Do it. Do it now. You know you want to. Jump at me. Jump at me, bro. Okay, I'll just do that and make you throw up a little. Oh, now he's mad. I love that weird lean back that Balrog does when he's... I guess it's just when you hold back when the opponent is close to you, because then it... Oh, wow. Well, that was definitely the wrong button there. Or when the fireball's going in, because... Yeah, then you have to go into block mode. So weird. How do you like them apples? I don't know a good combo with... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do a charge attack. I don't know when to use his light attacks. I don't know how to do stuff with Balrog. It's so confusing. It's just like six randomly assorted punches come out. But I like them. I just don't understand which one to use when. That's my difficulty with Balrog. And I can't do charge moves, so that's a huge problem.
Round one. Fight.
But I still like it. But I don't like fighting fireballers. But Chun-Li's not a fireballer in this game, so there. She's still gonna do mean stuff to me, though. Watch. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know what to do there. See, now... Oh, how did that fail? Oh, see, I don't know the range. There we go. There's my anti-air punch.
You win.
Oh, I look like an alien. That's where I revealed my extraterrestrial origin. Huh. Oh, shoot. Oh, jeez. I don't know what the timing is for getting her as she lands. Oh. Oh, and I really don't know how to counter attack that. It's so neat. Oh. Oh no. This is where she dusts me. Ah, but I got my medium head punch, so yay. So there, I'm much better with Balrog than Ryu. I beat her on the first try. You know, he's saying my fists have your blood on them, but is he just talking about in, like, microscopic amounts? Or, like, did he wash his hands, but he knows that there's some molecules of their blood somewhere on there? Still? I mean, because there's no blood that I can see.
Round one.
Oh boy, here we go. Here's the big one. The heavyweight championship. Ugh. Oh man, I threw up a little on my fist. So I think my fists have his vomit on them. Oh no. Ooh. Whoa, that was accidental. Oh yeah. Ooh, there's some blood. Wow. That wasn't much of a fight.
Round two. Fight.
And like when I'm jumping, does it even matter if I'm hitting kick buttons or punch buttons? They kind of look the same. Oh, see. Crouching, does it matter? Oh, well, yeah, because crouching, there's this punch button. It's still an anti-air. It's now an... See, standing... Heavy punch is not an anti-air. Crouching, heavy punch is an anti-air. Go figure. And if you want it straight, you gotta do kick button. Oh, I chose wrong. Oh no, now I'm getting eaten alive. Oh my gosh. was doing that round.
Round 3.
Okay, now we're serious. Now this is it. Oh, jeez. So, he just wedged his foot in there somehow past my... Oh, did you see how fast he got out of the stun? Oh, my gosh. Come at me, broski. Jeez, the range on that punch.
You win.
I gotta stop saying "come at me, bro." It's no longer ironic. Now I just sound like a hypocritical jerk. And actually saying it ironically is being a hypocritical jerk too, so... See, now there, heavy and medium kick buttons are doing the same thing. Exactly, this is a short range. Oh, that's so weird. So arbitrary. That's kind of what attracts me to this game, just the weirdness. Aw, shoot. I did it! Now, could it have been more perfect if I had beaten it with more time on the clock? Yes.
India.
Oh boy, here come the elephants. I cannot keep my microphone at the right level.
Round 1. Fight.
Stay. Oh no, he's got it all worked out. Oh gosh. This is where the AI just shows that it's just letting you win all those other matches. It basically knows as soon as you input a move what to do to kill you. And when it wants to, it does. Oh. Oh. See, I can't even do, because there's something where the AI's attack kind of knocks you out of your charging. And I don't know how to tell when that's happened. Oh wow, that was strange. I like that little jab. See, I gotta figure out how to incorporate jabs. That was just accidental. Oh shoot. Ah, gosh. Again, I just don't know the punches well enough to know which one to hit in that situation, or those last couple seconds there. Last second, really. See, now his defeat pose, his defeat portrait, is way less goofy. I mean, maybe they were looking at like boxing knockout photos or something.
3, 2, 1.
Plenty of... I guess there is a red flash there, isn't there? Oh, jeez. Is it a strobe? If it is, I might just have to edit that out and never play this game again. I think it probably was. Well, maybe I won't make any more videos of this after I have to go edit this one. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted, kind of. Or I'll just have to edit them every time. I can't do that. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I guess if it was a strobe, I can't keep it. If it was a single red flash, one per game, I could probably be okay with that. I think it was a strobe, though. Oh, dear. Well, nice knowing you, Street Fighter II Champion Edition. We had our brief reunion. I'll at least edit this and stop that. And keep it on there once I edit out the strobe game over screen. Oh, jeez. But I think it was a strobe. Well, we'll find out. It'll say in the description if I'm going to be able to do any more of this game or not. Okay, well, thanks for watching regardless. And next episode. Oh, well, I want to crack open the World Heroes Neo Geo Online collection. What's it called? The World Heroes Perfect or Gorgeous or whatever it is. Anyway, that on PS2. So I'm not sure how many of those games I'll be playing. Maybe I'll be playing none. I still have to go rewatch them, and I know that game is very flashy. I don't think it has red strobes, but then again, I forgot this game has a red flash, at least, probably a strobe. So, that snuck by me. Anyway, but that's the plan. So I gotta check that out. But probably some World Heroes. Yeah, we'll see. All right, bye bye.